Nobody. Nobody. You know why? Because I live by myself. Okay? I can do whatever I want in these walls. Okay? For the most part. I do have neighbors. And welcome back to my channel. I haven't been able to film in what feels like forever when it's really been, I think I posted last Friday if I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. Today's gonna be a little bit of a mukbang action and updating you guys on what's been going on lately. So today I have some sushi. It looks a little messy. Oh, it's fine, girl. It looks a little messy. Hopefully you guys can see that. So right here I have the California roll, chicken tempura, and I think shrimp tempura right here. So we're about to get a little sushi. I had some bubble tea in here. This is the chai bubble tea. The tapioca balls are really not my favorite, but it's really, like, the milk is good. It's like a semi-mukbang, honestly, y'all. You know when you get something and then you're not that hungry anymore? That's kind of me. But I said it's gonna be mukbang, so it's gonna be mukbang. But how do I start? So as I put on my story, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you would know. If you don't, I'll leave it somewhere on the screen. That I recently just moved into my first apartment by myself. So this is my first apartment that I've ever lived in by myself. I did just turn 22, so recently, fresh 22. Before my whole, during my whole college career, I've always lived with people. My freshman year, I had one girl in my room and then two suite mates. So one girl and I shared a room, and then we had two suite mates. So that experience wasn't awful compared to like the stories I hear of people having horrible roommates, but I definitely am not the type of person who could share a room with somebody just because I felt like I really had no privacy. Like, there's never an end to like human interaction, and sometimes human interaction is draining, so you just want like some space. And when you share a room with somebody, there is no like break of human interaction, if that makes sense. So freshman year I lived with somebody. Sophomore year I moved into an apartment with my cousin and her cousins, which you're probably like, doesn't that make them your cousins? But no, because she's like my married-in cousin, so then technically they ain't my cousins because they her cousins, not really my, y'all get what I'm saying, they ain't my cousins. So they moved in, so altogether it was 4 of us. It started out okay. If y'all want to like know what happened about that, that'll be another video. But I did live there for what, I want to say 2 years. I think it was 2 years. Yeah, I think I lived there my sophomore and junior year. But everybody basically ended up moving out except for me and my cousin. So that was honestly like not a bad experience. I had my own room, but again, I still had 3 roommates. So this is the first time where I'm living by myself, which is still like not really hitting me that I am living by myself. So what made me want to live by myself is just that I kind of feel like I'm over I am over the roommate aspect and just like living with somebody. I kind of just wanted to have my own space, have my own freedom. So I wanted to live by myself. It was kind of hard to convince my dad, but eventually he became okay with the idea, and same with my mom. So as you guys know, because of Corona, everything is online. So I feel like this was the perfect time for me to get my own apartment, to just, since I am going to be home so much, I have my own space and I'm able to like just chill. So let me talk about basically the events leading up to me moving into the apartment and here. So before I moved in, everything was like pretty stressful because there was a lot of work that needed to be done to this apartment. And if you guys see that in the background, that is like the extra slats for the floorboard that I had to take down, that they left up there. But hold on, guys. Like I was saying, there was a lot that needed to be done here. So I was supposed to move in last Wednesday. Before I moved in, the property manager reached out and basically said, less than 24 hours before I moved in, basically tell me that I can't move in because I didn't finish everything here. So this is like my first taste of just dealing with things by myself, I guess I should say. Of course my family helped me, but you know, just dealing with property managers and having things like that, because I'm coming from like dorms and like an apartment, but I had like roommates. So I never really had to deal with this type stuff firsthand. There we go. So she basically told me I couldn't move in. So I had to change everything. I had to change the U-Haul, change like with my services, like my Wi-Fi, everything. I had to change everything last minute so I could move, change people who were gonna help me move. I had to change all that till Friday. So that was stressful. Then just moving was stressful. And then there was a lot of things that here that weren't done how they were supposed to. So don't get me wrong, this apartment is great. I love this apartment. I can't wait to give you guys a furnished apartment tour, which will be for a while because Corona has halted like everything, like my dishes, my furniture. Like y'all, I have no furniture, like none. Well, I have these bar stools, but as far as a couch, like I still don't have my couch. I still don't have my bed frame, my plates. It's a lot that I'm missing just because of Corona is messing up shipments and stuff. So that's been pretty stressful. And just like I said, like the things that were supposed to be done weren't really done how they were supposed to be. But being that this is my first apartment, I kind of overlooked that type of stuff, and I'm just excited to like be here by myself or like be in my own space. So that leads me to kind of talk about like the perks. So far, I'm definitely gonna do an updated video of just like just how I feel in a couple months of just checking back in if I feel the same about living by myself, because again, this is my first time. But the perks of living by myself, this is only like my first week, so of course I haven't like experienced everything that comes with living by yourself, but just I'm still getting used to like not having to worry about like being considerate if somebody else is cooking in the kitchen, being considerate about like refrigerator space, like walking around naked. I can walk around naked in my own motherfucking apartment. Who gonna tell me to put clothes on? Who? Nobody. Nobody. You know why? Because I live by myself. Okay? I can do whatever I want in these walls. Okay? For the most part. I do have neighbors. But yeah, like just the freedom of like not having to be as considerate as I was with like living with people. And it wasn't an issue, but like you just realize the type of stuff you had to worry about until you live by yourself. You're like, this is like a whole new realm of like freedom. Of course you don't have your parents telling you like when to be home, but I feel like that's something that I already was used to, like the freedom of not having to worry about being told when to be home and stuff, because just from being at college, like your parents don't know what you're doing necessarily. But yeah, just having the freedom of that. Like I said, at first my dad didn't want me to move here by myself. Like he was like, why can't you live at home? Y'all know, if you've been to college and then like coming home after you've been living with like your friends for a while or just like on your own, staying home after that is just like love you, but no. Having your own space is like so freeing. You don't have to worry about people eating your food, because if somebody eats it, it's you or somebody you have over. And just like you get to choose when you have human interaction. Like if you want to interact with somebody, you have them over. If you don't, you don't have to. But that also is like can kind of be a downside when it comes to like living alone. You will get lonely, so don't think that living by yourself is just like rainbows and ponies. Like no, there's definitely things that come with it, such as like I said, like having to deal with like a property manager. It forces you to grow up in certain ways. Like you can't just let things like run, like just throw your hands up and not deal with stuff. Like, you have to talk to people if something goes wrong. Like, say outlet's not working. There's outlets in my house that are not working right now. I have to talk to an electrician. I have to talk to the property manager. Like, these are things that like kind of force you to grow up. You have to get furniture and all that different stuff. So in that sense, that's a negative. And also, yes, you can control like who your human interaction, but in the times that you get lonely, you do kind of miss having a roommate, because even though you might not want to talk to that person, just the feeling of knowing somebody's there is comforting sometimes, because like it's a built-in person who's always going to be there, instead of like if you live by yourself, you literally have to like seek out someone coming over, where if you have a roommate, you don't have to. Like, that person is just there. You can choose whether to interact with them or not, like when you're in your room. So that's a perk of like having roommates, or like not living by yourself. You do have that person. So if you're a person who is not really, you don't like being by yourself, or you're not comfortable even being by yourself really, I would not recommend like living alone right away. Maybe just take your number of like roommates down further to like less roommates or something. Or if you enjoy a lot of roommates, then stick to what you have. But for me, I am still not that comfortable with being completely by or I can do like a day or two by myself. Realistically, only like a day or two before I need like some human interaction, which I'm trying to get better with. Like, obviously I'm not trying to isolate myself, but I do feel like I need to get better with just being by myself. I've said that in like other videos. So living by myself is definitely going to force me to get better with being by myself. And if I feel like I need company, I can always have my friends over. We can do what we want. Entonces, mi casa es vosotros casa.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
I feel like also sometimes things can be scary, especially at nighttime, when you're not used to living by yourself. Like, it can be a little scary. When you hear stuff, you're like, what's that? Especially because I don't know much about this neighborhood. Like, I know it's a relatively decent neighborhood. There's crime everywhere, but I don't think there's many like robberies and things around here. There are some creepy men, like elderly men. For the most part, everybody's cool. I don't know. I'm thinking about getting a pet, just to like give me, especially because I'm gonna be home with these online courses. I've been thinking about getting a pet, and originally I was thinking about getting a dog, but dogs are just like a lot of maintenance, and if I get a dog, I want a big dog, or a medium to large dog. My apartment, I feel like, isn't as much space as I would want for a dog that size. I don't have a yard, so I don't think this would be the best space to have a dog. So I think I'm going to get a kitten to be exact, just to give me some like companionship. And I told my friend I wanted to get a cat, or for companionship, and she's like, you have a boyfriend? And I was like, yes, but he's not always here. He's here a lot, but not all the time. In summary, everything has been great so far. I really enjoy living by myself. I'm telling y'all, nothing is like the freedom of just being able to like walk around naked and like just having your own space. Like, everything is yours, and I'm still like getting used to that, like having a full kitchen to myself and everything. I really can't wait to give you guys a tour of this place, because I actually do love this place, but there's definitely a lot of things that I have to wait on, like my furniture and just things I have to fix, including taking those down. But yeah, I cannot wait for you guys to see this place and just to make more videos and see what happens in this place and continue more blessings, even though 2020 has been trash. Basura, everything above. I still have high hopes, and just this is one blessing that came from 2020, me being able to move into my own place. This is funny to see myself like getting older, and like, you know, you're getting older when you enjoy like getting plates and pans and stuff like that. Like, I remember when I was younger and my parents used to take me shopping with them to get that type of stuff. I would literally want to shank myself. Like, I was like, I do not feel like being here while y'all are doing this. And now I'm buying myself like little mugs and such. Like, this is so cute. I just got this from TJ Maxx today. It says think positive, girl, and it is so cute. I need some positivity when living, positive affirmations while living by myself. And I got this candle. Y'all remember, like, why is this right next to you? But that's because I just got back from the store not that long ago. And I got this candle called Midnight Orchard. It has soft, woodly, and floral scents. And it smells bomb. I'm gonna put this in my bathroom actually for me to burn it. But it smells so good. Yeah, y'all, I'm very happy and blessed that I can be in my own place at 22. I am excited to see how this affects me. I definitely think living on my own is gonna help me grow as a person. Like, I'm excited to see the change in myself that I feel like is gonna come. I'm excited to have my friends over here and just be more independent. Like, this is forcing me to be more independent. So yes, if you guys have any questions about living by yourself, or if you're in a similar spot as me right now, you can always DM me, leave questions at the bottom of this video. But yeah, y'all, I think that's it. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.